Hey everyone, I'm going to continue on to the next setup, but before I do that, I forgot to tell you to change the name of the toolpath for this. So just right click it, go to change NC name, and you're going to change it to contour slot setup 2 and hit check. Alright, now you can minimize it. Now before you, like always, before you make a new setup, go to WCS, go change it to setup 3, hit OK, and now you can do what you normally do, groups, new toolpath name, setup 3. Now setup 3 isn't a cakewalk like setup 2 was, but it's also not as complicated as setup 1 was. It's going to be nice and easy. You're just going to be dealing with 2 holes, and they're kind of nice and easy to do. So for the first one, you're going to go to Toolpaths and you can hit Drill. The first hole we're going to deal with is the large hole. So for the change, just select the large hole and hit check. The tool for this one is going to be a 1/8 center, which we already have. The cut parameters are going to be a peck drill, and the linking parameters are going to be for depth -0.773 absolute. Hit check. Change the name of this to, let's see, what is it? Center drill setup 3 and hit OK. And run it to make sure it drills in the right place. So that's what you should have to begin with. A nice center drill right there. So what you can do next is you can actually copy and paste. And for the parameters, everything stays the same except for this. You're going to use a 1/4 flat end mill right there. Everything else stays the same. So hit check, regen, and run both at the same time to make sure you did it right. And you should have your hole right there, nice and big. And for this NC file name, we'll make sure this only this one is selected. NC file name will be drill setup 3. Alright, for the next one, which is the last one on setup 3, you're going to copy and paste again. Let's paste right there. And for parameters this time, you're going to go to toolpath type, point geometry, reselect all, but you're going to select this one this time, the small one. The very small one, the one that goes all the way through. For the tool, you're actually going to have to go to select library, you're going to go to filter, and you're just going to select drill. Hit OK. And you're looking for the 1/16 drill. So you're going to have to do some searching. Right there, number 36. Hit check. For cut parameters and linking parameters, don't touch. And hit check. Regen. Run it. And you should have your nice hole that goes almost all the way through. If you want to see if it actually does work, run everything from start to finish, setup 1 and everything. See? Setup 1, setup 2, setup 3. And if you see, go to setup 1 and you see your hole goes all the way through and you see the nice blue drill at the end, you know you did it correctly. So for setup 3, really quick before we finish, like the others, you're going to go back down to the last peck drill. You're going to change the NC file name for this one, and it's going to be drill small setup 3. And that's it for setup 3. Not a cakewalk, not too hard, pretty simple. In the next one, we're going to do setup 4, which is just as hard as setup 3. Not a cakewalk, but not too difficult.